all are one.
What is up, Transformers Nation, Transformers and stuff here. Now, for those of you who don't know, those of you who don't know, Transformers 4 Age of Extinction 2-minute trailer is pretty much everywhere on the web. It's currently Wednesday, but this video will be posted on Thursday. The reason why I'm waiting is because, pretty much like, why wouldn't I wait? I just feel I should give it a few days, let that excitement sink in, if you're like me and you're still fanboying to the next morning. But I just want to kind of just fish out the trailer and just kind of pretty much what I see. Hopefully you see it too, kind of thing. And yeah, so I'm just going to go, whatever, just jump right in. But the reason, like I said, I gave it 3 days to pretty much calm down. Not 3 days, sorry. When did this thing come out? On Tuesday? And the reason why I gave it, yeah, pretty much 3 days, if you include that. I say it's 2, but whatever. It depends on how you count it. But the reason why I gave it that amount of time is because it really needed that time for people to just sink it in, and so much other people would be posting it, the actual trailer. This video would not get views, and rightfully so. But let's just jump in. First off, it starts with this truck being pulled. That's the first thing I realized, this truck being pulled. Okay, that's cool. That's pretty much where it starts. Truck being pulled. Okay, whatever. Then you have Tessa's dad, talking to Tessa. So, talking, what about? Well, they were talking about how she said pretty much you shouldn't get this junk, whatever, but he pretty much said, hey, that's gonna help you get through college. So it's pretty interesting. Then, once again, I'm skipping a few parts here, I'm only taking the key parts that's really needed. Then when he opened the truck, when he finally decided to work on it, a whole bunch of parts came out. Then after he was like, what happened to you? But besides that, he then called some people in, probably his family, for all we know. We don't know that much yet. And just pretty much somehow, I guess, got a jump start or something on it, turned the Transformer on. Now, personally, I do believe this is Optimus. At first, I didn't. I thought for sure it was Motor Master, who I was really hoping for it to be. But, you know, Optimus is cool, too. I really love Optimus. So, I mean, why not? Can't get enough Optimus, right? But the way they jump-started it, I kind of... That's where I was like, okay, maybe it is Optimus. I don't know, it just gave me something. Then these guys kind of came out of nowhere. We have no idea who these guys are. Something tells me they are not government, they're just bad guys. Something tells me they'll look, and maybe them throwing Tessa on the ground might have something to do with it, I don't know. And them having guns and loading it, I don't know. Might. Random guess. But anyways, Optimus then pretty much comes out of nowhere, but if you realize and look closely, he's inside his old body, which is Transformers 3, Optimus pretty much. He's inside his old body, which is very interesting. Very interesting. So, that would the only problem is I don't know how he gets his new body, but my speculations is that it's probably him getting rebuilt, or when they find those stuff for the Dinobots, for the Dinobots, those ancient stuff, maybe it transforms him like in Transformers Prime, because they did say they were going to fall off of that league. Well, they didn't say, but most likely they will. So that's just one of my speculations. Another thing is, Crosshairs did get, like, damage, but at the same time, I think that's kind of good. So now we know, okay, there would be fighting. There would be better fighting from the trailer, we know that. And this is something else I really want you guys to pay attention to, please. Is, you see Bumblebee, most people just focus on him because he's in mid-transformation there. And then you also see Stinger. Excuse me. Now, I'm going to move on to when they transform. First of all, I just want to say, why does Bumblebee look so cute? I don't know why. They just made him look so cute. But Stinger, this is the thing. We actually get to see him in his robot mode. Yay. And, excuse me, his eyes are kind of like bug-like. That's not a word, is it? But it's buggish-like. Just the green and the way it goes down. very interesting. It's just something I kind of wanted to point out there. Pretty interesting. So I just kind of paid attention to. And yeah, just very interesting. I guess that's all I can say is interesting. Very interesting. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. Probably. It's just me. But yeah. And given that he's more slouch, I think that will also reflect his personality. Maybe he's just much more calm, relaxed. As opposed to Bumblebee, he's like, straight up, more pumped, ready for action. As it seems he's just more slouched, relaxed. Probably older than Bumblebee. Probably reflecting a bit of his personality. But that's just my take on it. That's just, yeah. Another thing is you have this guy here who is essentially saying that they don't need the Transformers. So maybe that might have something to do with the story. I don't know. Where they're trying to disown the Transformers and get them off their planet. Probably something to do with the story. But given that Grimlock would be running around, you're gonna need them. But whatever. Before I start raging about that. Another thing is you see this ship. Now this ship, I believe this is Lockdown's ship. Personally. Now Lockdown, I believe he was never in G1. At least I can recall of. I believe he only showed up in Transformers Animated. So if this is his ship, that's kind of good. That's kind of what Transformers Animated did. So I don't know if he's a bounty hunter like that, or he might just be a completely loyalist to Megatron. We don't know what Michael Bay's going to do with that as of now. But the ship's very interesting just because, first off, it's huge, and you could definitely tell it's Cybertronian. Just looks completely different. And you also see him walking. He looks very tall. He looks humongous just walking. He's very tall. At least that's just what I noticed. But that's just that. Another thing I want to point out is the CGI looks much better as opposed to the Super Bowl spot we saw. This CGI looks so much better here. So, kudos to whoever just helped with the CGI. Yeah. But getting back to Lockdown, his face transforming into another thing is I believe this is Lockdown. I don't know if it's confirmed, but his face transforming into a gun just looks so amazing and definitely will suit his personality, assuming they're going off of the Transformers Animated style thing. But even if they aren't, more than likely Michael Bay could make it work, because it is his universe, he's probably going to do whatever. Another thing is in the next shot we see Optimus get shot, but he also looks like he's punching down on the ground. And then we see a robot below him. I do believe that might be Galvatron. Not been confirmed. It might be Galvatron. I don't know. But it's obviously a Decepticon. You can just tell by the aesthetics. As opposed to Optimus, it's a bit more jaggier by the legs and stuff. As opposed to Optimus has more of a clean. That's one thing I've realized about the Michael Bay stuff. Is you can tell the difference between an Autobot and a Decepticon so easy. Because they're more jagged when it comes to Decepticons, but the Autobots are much more clean and they just look friendlier. Let's just leave it as that. They're more, I know this makes no sense, but clean shave, I suppose. I know that made no sense, but whatever. But because he's punching down, there's two predictions I have here. First prediction is Lockdown shot him. But like I said, that's switching between shots and stuff, so we don't know if that's confirmed or not. Second thing is you see his arm, the person he's gonna punch. I'm just gonna call him Galvatron for now. Galvatron's arm's kind of off to the side. Maybe he shot him and the shot was so big his arm went off to the side. I don't know, but that's just kind of my speculation on that. In the next scene, we also see Bumblebee kind of flying with a jetpack, I think, which is very interesting. Now, I personally think that it's, I forgot what they're calling him. It's that two-headed dragon thing. It's one of the Dinobots. It's the second Dinobot. I'm sorry. Just forgot the name. But that's essentially who I think it is. Maybe it transforms, maybe it just combines the same way, Revenge of the Fallen, Optimus, and what's his name? Is it Jetfire, I think, combined? Pretty much the same thing kind of here, except it's just Bumblebee and whoever that guy is. And it seems running away from an odd ship. It's probably that same ship trying to track them down. Then, in the next scene, you see a whole bunch of explosions. And those look like they were purposely set up. They don't look like they just randomly exploded or something. Those look like they were purposely set up, perfect and coordinated everything perfectly. And we also see Tessa and her father running away, which was very interesting. And this has nothing to do with anything I'm talking about right now, but Crosshairs just looks awesome in this photo. I just wanted to put that out there. Also, he looks kind of happy, jumpy. But yeah, I really like that photo. But I'm sorry, I know that had nothing to do with it. And what I was talking about before about Bumblebee, here he is again, and he's jumping on that two-headed dragon. I will remember your name by the end of this, and then I'll be so mad that I didn't remember it now. I'm telling you, that's gonna happen. But besides that, he's like jumping on him. So that's what I think, pretty much how they combine. And everyone's going on about Optimus, don't get me wrong, I love Optimus. But Grimlock looks amazing. Now I pretty much got, I won't say the perfect shot, but a really good shot of him also breathing as he's like charging. It looks amazing. There's not much color, but honestly, rightfully so. If he's a dinosaur, there shouldn't be much color, given that they pretty much are extinct and it was coming into modern times. That's the way it would be. Something else I want to point out is Optimus. His mouth plate thing, like, first off, his whole aesthetic is completely samurai. It's completely different. But you know what? I'm open to new ideas. I can't say I like it or not, only because I haven't seen the movie. But until we do, then I can actually say if I like it or not. But his actual mouth plate, it looks funny, and I don't know if it's a good or a bad way. It just looks different. And I was like, why does it look so different? But as I watch more, go to the next photo, you see it slowly comes down. Rather than splitting apart, it just comes down, which is very interesting. And then he's like screaming at Grimlock. It's like, no. And then in this scene, like, sorry I couldn't get the proper screenshot, but he punches Grimlock. So what I'm assuming is that it's an authority issue. Obviously, Grimlock is always like, nah, I'm the boss, and then Optimus pretty much just put him in his place. And rightfully so, but I'm not the only one who said that. Also, Midnight Productions HD said that, so yay, I'm not the only one. But Grimlock then from there gets punched, pretty much turned off to the side, on the ground. Well, poor Grimlock, feel sorry for him. But that's pretty much all I have to say right now. Yep. But before I go, just want to talk to you guys that in the description there will be social links to Google+, my app, Tumblr, and of course YouTube and Ustream. So those are the amazing stuff that you need to please take a look at. Please take a look. For my stackers, that's what it's for, and my TFW 2005. So that's pretty much what that's for. Please look at the links, because I definitely will be doing stuff there. So that is pretty much my analysis, reaction thing to Transformers 4. I think it's going to be a really good movie. I think, you can hate on me if you want, but I think it's going to be better than the last three. If not, at least, I'm pretty sure it'll be better than Revenge of the Fallen, okay? But that's pretty much all I have to say. If you like this video and want to see more of these videos, just be sure to leave a comment below and like, favorite, and share. Do all this great stuff, so do not forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video if you haven't already. Like this video if you are a Transformer of any faction. And most importantly, to all toys are fun. Once again, I want to thank you for watching, and to all toys are fun.